All right. What is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. Bitcoin continues to rage. We're going to break down Bitcoin a little bit, but I really want to go into Fetch. Okay. Take a look at FET. We're going to take a look at the FET USDT chart. All right. And we're also going to look at the FET BTC chart so we can see how it's charting up against Bitcoin. All right, seeing really, really big inflows into this and nice price movement to the upside, over the past week. And we'll go ahead and break that down very nicely in today's video. But as always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. So be sure to read through the disclaimer. If you're new to the channel, I started a completely free newsletter for you guys called Investment Intelligence, giving out free, valuable finance content as well as free trade ideas. And you guys can join the Discord, all right, with the link in the description if you want to actually, get access to all of the trade ideas. You can go ahead and do that via the Discord or just sign up for the free newsletter. Either or is fine. And you can check out my Ko-Fi page if y'all are ever interested in a one-on-one personal session. You can book a 30-minute or 1-hour session directly through the Ko-Fi. Link for all of those is going to be in the description. Now let's go ahead and start about off here with Bitcoin. Okay, now Bitcoin has been trading really since the year began in 2023, right? It's been extremely bullish. Okay, it's just been, look at the structure. It's very clean. It's just been trading in a clean bullish structure, right? And whether you believe or not, about 60-70% of all trading is done by algos. Okay, it's done by algorithms. That's in the crypto. That's in stocks even. And you can see the buying structure, very clearly here, right? And, you can see there's an algo here, there's an algo here, and there's an algo here that are coming in and buying and selling, within these price levels, within these structures. Okay. And oftentimes you get these liquidity grabs, which this is what I mentioned in the last videos. We're having a liquidity grab here, possibly for the next move up higher. And you can see that we've really exploded ever since then. And there was a liquidity grab up here where you start trading outside of that channel for the next push down back to the next area of liquidity, right? That's what these red zones are. These are areas of liquidity. And right now, you need to be careful, okay, trying to long Bitcoin right now, just for the simple fact that, it's very overbought. So if you're a trader, you don't necessarily want to be buying at these extremely overbought conditions. Now, just because it's overbought doesn't mean it can't go higher. You can see we're back right around the same levels of overbought over here, and it did continue to go higher. But, from a trading standpoint, your risk to reward ratio is a little bit more skewed and unfavorable, trying to buy in and chase new money longs at these overbought conditions. All right, so we'll see how Bitcoin progresses. If it does pull back, we'll look for it to tap into that 32K region, roughly 32K, and see if it can continue to push higher. Otherwise, Bitcoin is heading up to the next area, which is going to be about 38K. Now, when it comes to Fetch, okay, this is the FET BTC chart. Right. What we're doing now is entering an old area of support, right? An old area of demand, right? If you take a look here, we have buyers here, we have buyers here, all right, and pushing price up through this area. And ultimately, we end up crashing through when the demand and when those buyers are no longer present. All right, and we're back into that area now. So, old support becomes new supply, right? So we see old support, and now the big question is this going to be new supply and push it down lower, or can we potentially head to the next area of liquidity up above? You can see over here, sell off, sell off, sell off, sell off. The more times you test these levels, the weaker they're going to get, right? So now the question is, all right, if we're able to break through here and come to the upside, is there going to be enough overhead supply to cause another push to the downside? Or has a lot of this supply been taken up? Remember, the more times you test a level, the weaker it's going to get. This area, as I mentioned, has been tested many times to the upside here, and it's very possible we can blow right through this level if we can make it up there. So that's another thing that I'll be watching and paying attention to. When you go to the FET USDT chart, we're seeing an extremely clean breakout, right? We had a couple of rejections here along this trend line. And ever since we've broken out of this trend line, we've pretty much just been trading straight green and in a straight line up. Again, this thing is very overbought at these levels. Okay. If you take a look at some previous times, when it was overbought over here, it did end up getting a correction. So you do want to be cautious of that and trying to, go long and chase these highs with new money longs at these extremely overbought conditions. But this is what I'm talking about could happen on the FET BTC chart, right? We tested this level a few times here. And if you come here and take a look at what we did here, right? Resistance, resistance, overhead supply, resistance, resistance, overhead supply. And then we come back and test that level again after it's being weak from being tested so many times. And we blew right through it, hit the bullish price target of 0.31. Now, if we want to continue bullishness, it's very possible we can hit 0.3419, 0.3810. Those are going to be the next bullish price targets to the upside. But if we get a pullback here, pay attention to this 28 level, okay? 28 cents, that's going to be a key level for you, all right? Remember, it was old supply. We blew past it. Now, can it turn into new demand and new support if we end up getting a pullback and test those levels, right? That's where you would look for a much more textbook entry. If you're a trader, right, you would look for the breakout retest and then the push higher for continuation of the uptrend, right? So that's really the main things that I'm paying attention to when it comes to Fetch right now. It's been an absolutely explosive move, very, very impressive. Let me know if you guys caught any of this move to the upside. What tokens, what crypto have you been trading the most? Which ones are you most bullish on by the end of 2023? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to sign up for that free newsletter using the link in the description. All right. If you want access to, all of the different trade ideas, you can join the Discord as well as reach out to me on Ko-Fi. That's where you can request a YouTube video on the topic of your choice, as well as book a 30-minute or 1-hour personal session. Thanks for watching once again, and I'm out.